victory for us. Forward ever. Forward ever. Backward never. Backward never. In the struggle for Africa, there is victory. Isoleto. In Africa. Isoleto. Continua. Victoria. Assalta. Great Nigerian people. Great.
So, I will welcome once again. So, I will just comment the introduction of everyone here. Maybe can start, and I've told you, my name is Ayo. I've been lead, the co-convener of Movement for Justice. There are three organizations in that movement for justice, with Socialist Equality Movement, Youth Rights Campaign, and Take It Back Movement. I have the mandate of those three organizations there. And so we'll take introduction for other members of this side of the group. Welcome. Please. I want to start from here. Please come on.
My name is Comrade Adewumi Adeshino, CDHR Lagos branch.
My name is Ayowola Oluwadamilola.
That's the sister of the late Kanishe Ayowola. So she's coming. Okay.
Yeah, Comrade Kennedy Adeyi, Lagos State Chairman Committee for Human Rights. Comrade Adekunle Oluwatoyin,
Comrade Kule Aishat, CDHR,
So that's this side of this city. We just go straight into the three issues. We start first of all with the oral address of the NSAS memorial 3 years anniversary. Then I also make some commentary on the latest developments and regards justice for the bad. Then Comrade Adeoye here will read the written text in respect of Kanishe's case. Now, less than 24 hours from now will be the 3rd anniversary of the massacre of NSAS protesters and the Lekki massacre. For us, we can't we label that horrendous kill of peaceful NSAS protesters as massacre in the light of the magnitude of the mass murder that occurred on that day. At exactly 6:59, officers of Nigeria, not any other personnel, have been confirmed by Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry to have opened fire on peaceful NSAS protesters. We are on record that this our submission was canvassed vociferously by our council and tribune and the panel, as we shall call that panel. That's the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry on the SARS related abuses and other matters, which also undertook an investigation to the Lekki massacre. That panel arrived at our own conclusion that what happened on the night of 20th October 2020 was a massacre. Despite the finding of that panel in its report, Lagos State government, the Babajide Sanwo-Olu led Lagos State government, embarked, which even considered the panel in the first instance, rejected the report of its own panel and embarked on a whitewashing project through the white paper. In their purported white paper, they gave themselves a clean sheet in which they said that nobody died at Lekki project. But fast forward to less than a month ago, this same Lagos State government released a report that more than 200 dead bodies were in the morgue and they want to embark on a mass burial. For those of us who are counsel to the EndSARS protesters, my humble self and Mr. Nation of Glamour, leadership of the radical leader movement in the Bar Association, who represented the EndSARS protesters at the tribunal. We rejected clearly that position, that mass burial cannot be given to people who died and were shot at by officers of the state. Of course, that forced the hand of Lagos State government to stop the mass burial at that point. Now, what we are demanding 3 years after this matter is another one. The immediate arrest of the officers that were indicted by the report of that panel, who were not limited to General Buratai, who is now serving ambassadorial position in neighboring obstacle country. He is working to street free. There is also at least the other top senior military commanders who are still working the streets free to be immediately arrested. Then number 2 is that the dead bodies that are still in the morgue, more than 200 dead bodies, should be brought out for identification by qualified medical consultants who can identify by their DNA who they are. They are not unknown people. What did happen is that the Lekki massacre itself was just a very tiny part of the massacre. As from that, as from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight of 20th of October, as shooting was going on at Lekki toll gate, every shooting was also going on at Barricade. In fact, as early as the morning hours of 21st of October, barricade to barricade on the mainland, there is the undiscovered or unspoken or unannounced mainland massacre. Massacre was going on barricade to barricade on the mainland of Lagos. Of course, we have established for that part how people are shot at Ogun, how they were shot at Surulere. Those are the dead bodies, including the dead bodies recovered from the Lekki toll gate, which are in the morgue of the Lagos State government today. Now, I want to put it on record that the government of today, including the federal government of Nigeria, has embarked on the militarization of the Lekki toll gate. As I'm speaking to you, and journalists can go there and verify, a garrison of soldiers, policemen, and other law enforcement agents are again at the Lekki toll gate. The ghosts, the spirits of the massacre victims, they continue to haunt these elements of justice and its done. Then number 3 is that we want as fast as possible the implementation of the report of that panel, to which is that the Lekki toll gate itself should be renamed EndSARS Toll Plaza. So those 3 demands are now out again, and we want to put it on record that under no condition should any peaceful mourner or peaceful protester be arrested or molested tomorrow at Lekki toll gate. If they do so, Lagos State government will put it on record. We will be risking every litigation on this side of the barricade. To further add to that also is that the 200 dead bodies, which Dr. Obafunwa, who was a consultant mobidiologist. The mobidiologist is a medical consultant who specializes in dead bodies, has identified to be part of the dead bodies at Lekki toll gate. After they are properly identified, should be given a fitting funeral at that level. So we are still on course. The EndSARS movement is still alive and kicking, and we are still demanding for justice. We will keep members of the press aware of our next steps on how to enforce all these demands. We know that these demands will not be heeded to by a government which played a key role in the mass murder of the citizens at Lekki toll gate. We will take active steps to implement these demands in due course. Now on MohBad's, very important. Now today again is also a very key day since MohBad's died. As you are all aware, MohBad's, whose full name is Ileroluwa Aloba, was murdered on September 12, 2023. Since his since his death, of course, a lot of controversies has been generated. We demanded on September 29. That was just 48 hours, and we gave a 48 hours ultimatum to Lagos State government that the duo of Naira Marley and Sam Larry should be arrested immediately. Of course, at that time, within about 12 hours after that press statement, Sam Larry was arrested. And equally within 24 hours, Naira Marley was also arrested. We have welcomed that arrest and the arraignment of both Sam Larry and Naira Marley at the Lagos State Magistrate Court. But we feel that they should face as promptly as possible immediate prosecution at the Lagos State High Court. This idea of having 21 days remand order for the two of them, of course, we have as activists, we have reviewed that perpetual remand is not the key. They should face immediate prosecution as fast as possible. And we are also aware of the press conference convened by the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, that's CP Owo, in which he claimed that over 26 witnesses have been interviewed, which include MohBad's father, mother, sister, brother, wife, manager, and all that. And he also said MohBad was brought in dead to the hospital and he was certified dead by doctors on duty on September 12. But we want to counter the submission of the police force. The Nigerian police force cannot be trusted in the business of the investigation and prosecution of the murder of MohBad. And you ask me why? Why is that they have a very long, terrible reputation in terms of handling justice cases like this? We recollect that as we will later further communicate, on the Bamishe's case, they played a very horrendous role in delaying the arrest of the driver. And it took a lot of mass pressure from this side of the bad case before they arrested Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Now, are we now saying that Sam Larry and Naira Marley themselves, who have public identification with two key figures, to which are the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and even the governor Sanwo-Olu, does not have links with those in power? That's a crucial question the Nigerian police cannot answer at this point. There is no soul that was spared in investigating the death of MohBad. Now, quickly, there are some key questions that we need to ask. It's now exactly 4 weeks and 2 days since the death of MohBad. Now, I will run down about 7 things that are not yet been done. Number 1, despite all the promise of the Nigerian police force, there is no conclusion on investigation. Just like the Bamishe's case that we will come to later. Till today, apart from the driver that was arrested, other suspects at large by the Nigerian police force have not been arrested. And a lot of persons that were identified, including officials of the Lagos State Police Service, have not been arrested. That's the Bamishe's case. So what guarantees us that the same Lagos State command of the Nigerian police force can properly prosecute and investigate the death of MohBad money? 2 is that there is no autopsy report. Of course, there is a report by the police, but we do not think at this point that autopsy report is something that for us in this side of society we can agree with. We need an independent pathologist to examine scientifically and medically the body of MohBad and come up with an independent scientific report on MohBad's body at this stage of the investigation. Of course, you are aware that come October 25, the corona inquest sitting at Ikorodu, where MohBad lived all his life in sitting. I've already summoned Naira Marley and Sam Larry to come and give testimony as to what they know about the death of MohBad. We think the appropriate time, the lab corona should also appoint an independent pathologist, an independent mobilologist to examine the dead body of MohBad. Then number 3 is that there is no report on the alleged poisonous substance given to him at the NDLA office. We collect that both the NDLA and police were doing a cataract game. The NDLA were claiming that the operatives was not doing anything. And you know that the drug cartel, which elements like Naira Marley and Sam Larry only represent just a running part conduit, has not been thoroughly investigated today by the NDLA. So the NDLA stand discredited in the court of history as to the substance that was given to MohBad that now left. Now, there's no report thus far who really killed MohBad. There's no report also on the bullying, assault, and the extortion that both the Naira Marley and Sam Larry committed MohBad. So, as far as we are concerned, we have reviewed that the police cannot be trusted. There's need for an independent panel of inquiry, as possible, to take on the entire gamut of drug cartels, the assassin gang, a very heavy murderous mafia that is not in faraway Gaza or Palestine, but right here in the city of Lagos. The gangster killing spree in the city of Lagos. So those are the questions for now on those two. I will invite from a kind that to deliver a written address of the Bamishe's case.
Thank you very much. I am a complaint that the Constitution for the Defense of Human Rights, Lagos branch, chairman. Before I go on to the written address, let me just say one or two things concerning the NSAS. The NSAS, we all knew how it happened. I'm not going to detail, just a little addition. It has been suggested, and at this time we have said it, that when people are protesting, you don't use live bullets in advanced countries. When there are what's called rubber bullets. In those days, the days of student activism, when we used to go for protest, it's rubber bullets. All you need to do is once they shoot, if you put in the person, you fall down, then you get up again. The other time you use live bullet on protesters, it is uncalled for. And another thing concerning the NSAS, which also condemn it today and demanding an apology from the authorities, is that these people were holding the national flag and singing the national anthem. So, giving a live bullet on protesters, singing national anthem, holding national flag amounts to killing Nigeria. So those people should be prosecuted. So these are the 2 points that should be added. That one, henceforth, when people are protesting, and people, the authorities cannot deny the fact that people have the right to protest. It is their fundamental right, particularly under the civilian government. When we say we're in democracy, protest is allowed for people to vent, their anger on what the government is doing that is wrong. That is also having democracy. It's no longer autocracy. We are no longer that security. So as a result of that, since protest is allowed and it is constitutional, then you don't harass people who are protesting. Rather, it is the duty of the police to protect protesters. Now, if you think you want to safeguard them, and you think some people are behaving unruly, you don't use live bullets. Rubber bullet is there, you can use it. In those days, like I said, it's either you use rubber bullet or tear gas. These are the way by which you can quell a riot, even when you can define it as a riot. So that's just what I want to add. That henceforth, once people are protesting and the police, of course, they have a duty to maintain law and order, and you think it's getting violent, don't use live bullet on the people. Use rubber bullet, weaken the person, get the person arrested. You think what he's doing is against what the protesters are doing. So that's just the point I want to make. Thank you very much. So right now, concerning the issue of Bamishe, we have a written address here, and like we all know, today makes it 600 days that Bamishe Anyola was murdered inside the BRT bus between Lekki coming to Lagos and up to today coming to Lagos Island, and up to today, yet justice is yet to be served. When it was 500 days, 11th of July 2023, members of the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, we stormed the Lagos State House of Assembly. The police were trying to stop us. We said no. The immediate past state chairman, Comrade Alex, is here. We said we wanted to see the speaker. They said no. We said we will remain here till tomorrow. We are singing all around until the majority leader of the House came out to address us. And we told them 500 days, no justice. Justice delayed is justice denied. So he promised that he will look into it and then he will report to the leadership of the House. Within a week, we sent another letter to the House, copies of the acknowledgement we have been there. and nothing was done. So when the issue of MohBad came, that's where the link is now. And you are trying to do a kind of hypocrisy, saying they want to know the cause. Why did they, who killed MohBad? We now go to the assembly, we sue them to task. Okay, you want to know about that? Fine. What about that economic that 500 days ago? Because then they now show the interest that you are seeing, that they now say they're going to invite CDHR, invite the family and so on. So we are still waiting, and that's what we are. So let me just quickly read the text that we have there. I'm sure the press, you have the copies of the members of the press, you have copies here, in case you don't have, so you can have it. So let me just quickly go through our text. Thank you very much. Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, CDHR Lagos State Branch. The text of World Press Conference organized by Movement for Justice in collaboration with CDHR Lagos State Branch, dated 19th October 2023. Gentlemen of the press, we welcome you all to today's World Press Conference, being jointly put together by Movement for Justice in collaboration with Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, CDHR Lagos State Branch. First and foremost, today is a very important day in the history of the media in Nigeria, as it coincides with the 37th memorial anniversary of the gruesome murder of the founding editor of Newswatch magazine, Mr. Dele Giwa. Dele Giwa was murdered through a parcel bomb in his house in Lagos on 19th October 1986. May so continue to rest in peace. I remember Dele Giwa used to say one thing. He said, injustice perpetrated by man to man will soon be dispelled. If not now, later. If not by man, definitely by God. And those who perpetrated the act will know the conditions they are today. Now, today's program is a 3-in-1 event. Firstly, today, 19th October 2023, makes it exactly 600 days that the 22-year-old fashion designer, Ms. Oluwabamiche Abigail was brutally raped and murdered. Autopsy report has confirmed this. Inside a Lagos State government facility, the BRT bus number 240257, being operated by LBSM, Lagos Bus Services Limited. The incident occurred on Saturday, 26 February 2022, at about 7 p.m. between Chevron bus stop and the Kutero end of Lagos Island. The case has been in court since March 2022. CDHR has been monitoring the case and have on many occasions been present in court. But it is so sad that the case has suffered a series of unnecessary adjournments till date. Well, we commend the Lagos State House of Assembly that recently reacted, not finding any solution, reacted to our outcry following our protest march to the Assembly on Tuesday, 11 July 2023. The day that made it exactly 500 days that Bamiche Ayanwola was murdered. We still look forward to the invitation of the House for us to deliberate on the matter. The House of Assembly has tagged it matter of urgent importance. It is our conviction that 22-year-old Ms. Oluwabamiche Abigail Ayanwola died as a heroine, a courageous damsel. Even when she came face to face with death, she was able to expose the nefarious acts of evil-minded people. Some persons who have been victims of the same circumstances in the self-BRT bus, but lucky to escape, have told their stories. She was given a posthumous award of Woman of Courage by Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, Lagos State Branch, on 11th of June 2022, during our annual branch convention. BRT bus, 3 men and 1 woman. And up to now, we are saying that it's only the is still being shielded from mentioning those things. So we are saying before that person, 3 men and 1 woman in the BRT bus, as at the time of Bamiche Ayanwola's brutal murder, she was identified, named, and brought to justice. If this is not done, and 2, that the Android phone belonging to late Ms. Oluwabamiche Ayanwola, with which she was communicating and sending vital information to her friend while she was inside the BRT bus and sensing danger, the information which led to the arrest of the murder suspect, the BRT bus driver, that one should also be produced. It is also noteworthy that tomorrow, 28th October 2023, marks the 3rd memorial anniversary of the EndSARS, the Lekki Third Gate massacre. And like my colleague said, it is a massacre. We agree in totality. Because so many people are murdered, holding the national flag, singing national anthem. It's a crime against the state by whoever. And we condemn it in totality. And so, as a journalist myself, I hereby use this medium to call on the media all over the world to use the only weapon at our disposal, the pen, to expose all forms of human degeneration, oppression, suppression, and repression in Nigeria. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So we enjoy you to join us 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Make it a date with us, 20th October 2020, 2023. The date is that the date of the Bamishin's case, and then on the 25th of October is the coroner's inquest into MohBad at the door of Sam Naramali and Sam Larry will be produced from custody to come and give testimony before that coroner's inquest. We will also be there, and we enjoy you to debate with us. We have set forth the serious movement for justice, and that movement cannot be stopped or interrupted. All the justice cases, that's how we went back to justice for Delegiwa. It makes exactly how many days? Yeah, 37 years that Delegiwa was murdered, and you journalists, you have a program on the students. I put up if a journalist can be murdered like that, Delegiwa, and you are thinking that maybe Delegiwa is because of the military regime, there are so many journalists that are missing. Today, brutally repressed. Nigeria is one of the countries that have a brutal record of media. So please keep it a date. We are reopening. We are also asking that all those who killed Delegiwa, including all the suspects, including that retired military general in Mina, should be prosecuted. And we are not under any issue that this will be done on the basis of concession to us. We are ready to storm the streets. Our faces are not hidden. Our faces are not hidden. We are not people who are out or talking from our bedroom. We are talking right and direct to the faces of camera. That we are prepared to prosecute a very unrelenting mass movement until justice is really done, both social, political, and economic justice really done this country. So that will be all. I think we should take contributions of other members, starting from Alex, right? And then we can take questions. Then we see what we have to say. So probably go back.
Well, thank you very much. Once again, I am delighted to be invited here. Let me pick one after the other, the issue of MohBad. The MohBad issue, we should not see it as if police is doing any favor to the family. To some of us, police are just playing into the gallery, because it was on record that the young man, while he was alive, wrote a petition to the police authority in which they failed to investigate, and we believe it is because of corruption. Because the attitude of some policemen, when you write petition, they invite the petitioner and ask the petitioner to mobilize them. Thousands of money, failure to meet up, then nothing will happen to your petition. And I want to believe that is exactly what happened in the case of MohBad. Now, after death, police were running a task scatter. They want to me, as far as I am concerned, I don't believe anything can come up from the police. They just want to play hide and seek game, to pretend as if they were active, of which they were not. They failed to act when it is necessary. Now it is afterthought. If I'm a member of that family, I wouldn't have allowed police to resume the court because it's already late. And on NSAS, it's a message to all. And we have been saying it time without number. The government of this Nigerian, present Nigerian government, this is not the democracy some of us live our life for. Some of our leaders we are seeing here today died on the trenches fighting to ensure democracy in Nigeria. But this is not the kind of democracy fought during military, where people cannot express themselves. What happened in Togate is nothing but massacre. It's not for a military man to go to a protest ground and open fire. I was at the panel. We are one of the observers that was accredited for the panel. Shamefully, the military brigadier man came to tell the open court, Brigadier Taiwo, that first of all they denied going to, that they were not at Togate. Later, after much pressure, they agreed they were at Togate, but they did not use live bullets. And a day was set out. The panel had to visit the scene. We were on that entourage where we found more than 3 or 4 empty shells of bullets. There is argument and counter-argument. The governor give order, the governor did not give order. All this is disgrace to Nigerian democracy. And then we must ensure justice is done on those who were killed, murdered by cold blood at Lekki Togate, LSS. On Bamishe, it is disheartening and disappointment that in Lagos State government, we have said time without number, whoever that is in charge of Lagos State government today, be the assembly, be the governor, they are insincere and they don't value life. When Bamishe death was 500 days after his demise, we visited the assembly. They promised they are going to do something. Up to today, they haven't done anything. This girl was murdered inside the Lagos State government bus. If that is not safe, and then people are scheming to enter BRT, the message they are telling us, they are passing to us, is that the BRT is even more dangerous than ordinary commercial. Exactly. When government fail to do the leaf. And I will repeat, when issue of NURTW happen in Lagos, when they have crisis, the Lagos State House of Assembly disgracefully summoned an emergency plenary to address the issue of NURTW. But they have failed to summon an emergency plenary to address the issue of late Bamishe that has brought discredit to the Lagos State Transportation Management. So on this, we want to appeal to you. We will not relent on our effort. We will continue to fight until we get justice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I want to talk on the MohBad's. To be sincere, the police, they are not helping the situation at all. And then I have a reason for that. MohBad's wife, which is Omowumi, the MohBad's wife mother is police officer. Not ordinary police officer, he's a senior police officer. So don't respect anything for the police officer on the issue of MohBad's. The Togate in Nigeria constitution, protest is the most language to pass to the government. That's the language the government understands. Even it's the duty of the police officer to guide the protester. But in Nigeria now, instead of them to guide, they still to kill them. Like my chairman said, in olden days, if anybody wants to protest like you don't need to write the letter to the government or anybody before the police to come up to guide the people. But this time around, they just do anything they want. And then, like democracy, we as a comrade, these are the right time for us to fight for our rights at the right time. So the issue of the Bamisi, to be sincere, about 2 months ago, we went to the House of Assembly when we got the 500 days. And then the response for the House of Assembly, we are not really happy as a committee for defense of human rights. So that's the reason why we bought this conference again. We want judges. We want to work on time on this Bamisi issue. To be sincere, Azumi Bamisi Ayewola is the daughter of Sanwo-Olu. I strongly believe that they will do the necessary thing before 2 months. And then there are 4 people inside the PLT. Let the Lagos State to be sincere to produce the remaining 4 people. And then we want to see the Bamisi phone number. That phone is very, very important. I know there is a secret on that phone that they refuse to reveal for us. Please, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, my leaders that have spoken. First of all, I'm really concerned about that issue. Because when the bank got a petition that he has some people that is monitoring him, and he also has a scar in his back that they are beating him on the scene when he's shooting. But nothing was done then. And I was very sure, very well for the information that when they buried the and they should take a good step and well investigation on the bad case. Because I'm very sure that the bad is not dead for the buried him. 100% sure. Then on, if it is one of the House of the Assembly daughter or one of their members, I'm very sure that the case will be done and the justice will be given before now. This is 100 days, not that we cannot say that she does not know what she's saying, or she does not know who and who can kill her inside BLT force. Then when I heard the news about the House of Assembly, Obasa mentioning that he was very interested on Bamisi case, I'm happy that thank God they are waking up. I don't know that they just say that to encourage. Can you hear? We are taking steps, but at the end of the day, they let it under the payment. That's for that I can say for now. Then apart on NSAS, the what painful me most about the NSAS is that when I see a young man holding a Nigeria flag that was shot. Nigeria flag soaked inside blood. It's so painful to me that I want justice in general. Thank you.
That's a very important update of the MohBad's success. About 12 protesters. You know, there was a global wave of justice for MohBad protests that took place after MohBad's death. There was a revelation about the rule of Samani now came to be. About 12 young people, if I don't have 21, they are even very, very youngsters, were arrested in Jebu-Ode and they were charged to court. They were detained for 5 days at Jebu-Ode prison. As a legal practitioner, I went to Jebu-Ode to appear for them, and the cases are just to 38th of October. We want to call on the state command, the Nigerian police force, to immediately withdraw those Trump companies. They are now saying they are here for mortality. In fact, that brings to ban the sort of MohBad himself. Principally, she managed after protesters here. I want to find to protest MohBad. So let's not matter the command. They should allow these youngsters to live. They should release them immediately. So that's just demanding from the administration. So come on.
Thank you very much. I want to lend my voice to the submission every other person that have contributed to the program of the day. And I want to sincerely let us know that this is a welcome development and it is very needful. Because for us, what we have believed so much in is that what the government of the day understand is nothing but protest. And the fact that we have been able to come together to hold a program of this nature, we know too well that as long as this information gets to the admin, there will be response. And like I want to reiterate that the response we got recently from the House of Assembly, that now they are likely to invite the CDHR, the human rights body, the family of the deceased, and perhaps the other people that are interested in the matter of the vanishing. This was born out of our agitation when we raised the issue that where was the government when Bamishe was killed, and now that we have the issue of MohBad's, simply because they have not sensed the finger of any of their members. They felt it was a thing for them to get more involved. But for Bamishe, that we have always been calling them to quickly come into intervention, nothing has been done. And maybe it surprised us that a lady lawyer that was killed by a police officer as Lekki, as we speak today, judgment has been delivered. The case we had in Osun, that was the one of the Adeboke Ramon and others. As we speak, judgment has been delivered. Adeboke. But because of the involvement of the government paraphernalia here in Lagos, and like it was raised that there are other 3 members in the same box that conveyed, to make the driver, because the driver, that conveyed 4 others. There are other 4 members that conveyed. We are very sure that for that singular reason would have been the reason why the culprits had not been brought to court. Perhaps it is likely to have been an issue that if I am convicted, then I will have no other choice than to mention the names of those other people that are what? Connivers in this act. And for that singular reason, the only thing the government will do in this matter is continually to project the delay, so that the slogan that injustice delay is justice denied. So, and I think that is what we have been experiencing. And I also want to use this medium to continually to strengthen us, that we should not tarry, we should not lose focus, we should continue to press further until judgment is delivered. Thank you very much.
The brother of this okay. Please,
good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to first of all convey the message of my parents, because as I was coming this morning, they both called me to give us some messages that they were grateful for your house work the last time, and they want me to especially thank the CDHR members and the members of the press that were present during that 500 days protest, that they are grateful, that Almighty God will not leave you, and that as she emphasized that she wants to see the phone of Bamishe, that the reason why they did not produce the phone was because all the information that will reveal all the identity of those people were inside that phone. Also, from one of the conventional statements of the driver, he said that it was a cleaner from the LBSF, Lagos Bus Service Limited, that cleaned the vehicle. It was a cleaner inside LBSF that cleaned the vehicle. There was an accompanying SUV vehicle at the back of that BRT when Bamishe was murdered. Now my comments. Don't forget that Bamishe died the same night, 26th of February, and the corpse was taken the following morning by the Nigeria police to the morgue. By the Nigeria police. That same following morning, we reported to police stations, to the same police people, that we are looking for our sister. And they did not reveal until a lot of protests, until after 9 days, before they now said that we should go to Ekutere. And what led to that going to Ekutere was also somebody that we saw the post on social media, not the Nigeria police, that had the custody of Bamishe since the night she was murdered. In their confessional statement, they said that somebody reported the case to them that same night. They did not pick the body until the following morning. So we were looking for our sister, asking the police to produce our sister, and the police did not tell us until we saw a social media post. So if we are expecting that in the case of MohBad, the police will tell us the truth, that is a lie. They will not tell us the truth. The language they understand, as one of my elders here have said, is protest. The more we think it's not my business, the more they will continue to treat us like that. Baba Fela used to say something, that this case, me I don tire. If you are not tired, he say you never concern you, he go say one day go reach you. So for MohBad, in as much as it's the police that is handling the case, we cannot get the true picture of what happened. That one is sure. Now, what are the investigations they have done on on MohBad that we did not know before, that they have announced? The guy did not die before he was buried. That was why he was bent. I've not seen what's it called, this casket that cannot contain even a 6 foot person. MohBad was not as tall as that. Why was his head bent? Fresh blood instead of water. Fresh blood was coming out inside the casket. So there is more to it. And all these things will continue in as much as we continue to say it does not concern me. The language they understand is protest. So for that, then the answers, just as my chairman said here, they said they did not go there. Later, they accepted they went. We did not fire bullets. Later, we fire bullets. What kind of bullet did you fire? It was not a live bullet. But the bullet that was found there, that one particular super minister will come and find what everybody has been looking for, that nobody could see. The whole state was looking for, nobody could see it. Somebody now came, and a superman now came later after the old bra and was able to bring it out. How long are we going to say it does not concern you? We need to understand that these people, they are just playing us. I want to just divert a bit. If you recall, before the election, something happened along the rail track. A BRT driver took people to the middle of the track while a train was coming. A lot of people died. Yeah, a lot of people died. Mr. Governor visited all the families of the people that were involved. Up till today, Mr. Governor only called my parents on phone to come and meet him in his office. He has not deemed it fit to visit the family. something is really fishy in this case of Bamishi. All the information, every investigation they have done has stopped since they produced that man. Where is the phone? The belongings she was bringing to my wife. She sold clothes. She was bringing to my wife because she was about to deliver. She sold another one for my new baby. Everything in the hand of LDSS. And when we got to their office, everybody said they know him. Somebody said he was speaking with him while we were waiting for him. We waited for over 8 hours. And the guy came the following day to work. The guy came the following day to work. So he was even coming to work that Monday again before somebody tipped him off from that office. And he escaped again. And they found something. Meanwhile, while we were looking for her, we got the IME of Bamishi and the driver's number. They were in the same place. The guy they arrested with him there, they have released that one. So something is really fishy. If we don't go out to tell them we know what is going on, produce this information for us, they will not do anything. So the words are much already. Tomorrow is another day. We are going to the court. We are soliciting. We need the help of everybody. Justice for Bamishi is not justice for the family of Bamishi. Our parents every day they keep crying. But there is no time, there is no day Bamishi will not call before her death. Every day they keep missing her. Many times myself used to cry. A lot of trauma has happened. When we are not crying, it is really eating us inside. We are just appealing that we should not give up. Because we know if they don't grant the justice, the Almighty God Himself will grant the justice. Thank you.
I want to leave my voice to my comrades that have spoken earlier. First and foremost, it's a big failure on the side of the military. I've never seen where a military will come and stop peaceful protesters. Not even police, military. There is a lot of banditry work going on over there in the north. You didn't go there. We go and stop them. But the youth that are protesting, those are the ones that military will face. Sabisa Forest there. They don't face Sabisa Forest. To fish out all the Boko Harams, all the kidnappers, all the cattle rustlers. But it's the gentle protest that they want to come and face. It's a big failure on their side. And I'm requesting that the government should do the needful. Give a befitting burial to everyone that was killed. Yes, they are died. We cannot bring them back to life, but give them a befitting burial because they are all heroes. Also, the issue of MohBad's and Bamishi is in the courts. I want to appeal to the Chief Judge of Lagos State, Honorable Justice Kazeem Owaluga, that he should do the needful. The ball is in his court. Power is transient. Matter of time, his time will be expired, and another judge will come. What will we talk about him? Will you say he's a judge that is partial? Will you say he's a judge that is a criminal? Will you say he's a judge that oppress the poor? Let him do the needful. Let him do the needful. We are not asking for too much. We are asking for justice for MohBad. We are asking for justice for Bamishi. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Carlos. Okay, I think.
Before you do the question, I forgot when I was making my comment. I want to remind you that what we are doing here today, don't be surprised. The Lagos State government, I'm saying it openly, record me, has engaged some element within the civil society who are self-acclaiming themselves as veteran activists to be on the side of the government against the people. They pick gun. What I mean by the pick gun against the masses was just few days ago. You can see what is happening in Lagos. Lagos State government were closing markets here and there. And then some of us felt it's uncalled for. And then we condemn the action and demand for immediate reopening. Surprisingly, some elements within the circle of civil society under the so-called veteran activists were being loved by Lagos State government to commend Lagos State government in the closure of markets across Lagos, which means they have big gun against the masses. So don't be surprised tomorrow that we find people gathering at the other side of the table, call themselves activists, to condemn what we are doing here today. They are elements and agents of the state. They are not genuine activists. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I think we should just take comments and questions and answers. Okay, we'll make it.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ayonwola Oluwadamilola. I am one of the senior sister to the Bamishe Ayonwola, who was murdered last year, February 26. I really appreciate everyone for your comments and for what you have already said and for your efforts. May God crown our efforts and let there be justice. I want to talk about the policemen. Like our father has spoken before he passed away, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. I will talk about the militaries. He said that soldiers don't put everything for reverse, which is true. Because soldiers are not meant to stay within us here while there is war here. We are living peacefully here. Where there is war, where they are killing, Sambisa forest, they can't go there. But we that we call ourselves Nigerians, protesting that we don't want this, we don't want that. We are the one that they are killing. Are we terrorists? No. We want the good for Nigeria. Now come to the police side. They said police is your friend, but they are our worst enemy. The good thing can never come out from the policemen. But when you talk about the bad things, the police are always there for something bad records. They cannot protect us. Now Bamishe was murdered. That very night, they were told. And when we were looking for our beloved sister the following day, which is on the 27th of February 2022, I'm sorry. Would they tell us that they have not been radioed? Why is it that it was on the 9th day when we found a body that they released Andrew Ominikoro? Where are the other accomplices? Where is Bamishe's phone? Like my brother said earlier, he said that when we were investigating, Bamishe's phone and Andrew Ominikoro phone were at the same place, which is the fact. What has the police officers done concerning Bamishe's case? Mohbad. It was as if the end time has come during MohBad's protest. Everybody was protesting. In fact, I joined a protest for MohBad at Abule Egba. It was as if the world is coming to an end. But today, everything is silent. Another thing has come again. MohBad case is silent. Just like when Bamishe's mother was declared that the lady that was missing has now been found dead. Everybody was like, oh, but now. Is it that we like to suffer and be smiling? Just like Baba Nicola Poputi said, that suffering and smiling. Enough is enough. Let our governor, our leaders, let them come for justice for all these people that have been murdered. Bamishe was a fashion designer, hardworking lady who does not look for a man before she feed herself. But she believed on her hustle. And she went to work, to hustle, to make ends meet. And alongside, she was murdered. If I may say, it was Bamishe's case that they took to court. It was not the matter of rape that they took to court. Why is it that it was only rape cases that has been keeping us till today that makes it 600 days? Why is it that Bamishe's case has not been mentioned at the court of law? Why is it that we have been spending money going to court and nothing has been done on Bamishe's case? Why is it that we have been going to court since all this while? They've counted us as noisemakers. We are not noisemakers to Mr. Governor. We are noisemakers to the president. We are noisemakers to the policemen. Justice has not been served. We've been to House of Assembly like 2-3 times now. Nothing has been done. The barrister that was shot dead December, how many days? Justice has been served. Which Bamishe's case was February 2022. After how many months? Justice has not been served till today. It should be 2 years in some months' time now. And justice has not been served. Let there be justice. We are seeking for justice, clamoring for justice. We want justice for Bamishe. Is it because MohBad is a celebrity, that is why they have arrested many people? And Bamishe is a daughter of nobody. But she is a daughter of someone that has blood. We want justice for MohBad. We want justice for Bamishe, like the barrister has gotten justice. So we want justice. I rest my case.
Thank you.
Just take
Comments and questions on the other side.
Concerning the, we all know that the delay of justice concerning this matter.
Yeah.
We all know that is also about because the Lagos State government is prosecuting the case and still defending the case. Concerning now that you have applied to defend the case yourself, what is still the update? Have they granted you the fiat, or they are still not granting you that, or they are suspending it for what was the update about it?
Okay, that's a good question. So, what's your medium?
Quick media.
Okay. Any other question? Question? Okay. Quickly to any other question?
No. Media.
Okay, just to answer that question quickly, the answer is that no, we are not giving the act. We applied to the Lagos State Ministry of Justice. We are denied the act. Now, having been denied, Lagos State government has correctly said Lagos Ministry of Justice has assumed jurisdiction and has assumed prosecution of the case. Now we find that, as we have someone said at that point, very, very awkward. Because Lagos State government itself has a corporate criminal liability in the gamut of the case. Don't forget that Lagos State Bus Services Limited is in fact, Lagos State has an equity stake in that Lagos Bus Services Limited, which is the vendor, the provider of the BRT services. But be that as it may, the part is that the Attorney General of Lagos State and the Commissioner of Justice has the inherent power to take over any prosecution, and they have so done. That prosecution. And of course, the trial is already done. They are already prosecuting the matter and all that. As a lawyer, I am not trained to comment on the nature of proceedings in court. The matter is before the court. We will be there tomorrow. I have enjoyed honor for the press to also be there tomorrow to continue the proceedings. We are counsel watching brief. Watching brief means that we are observing the proceedings for the interest of our clients, who are, in this case, family of late Babishi and so that's the answer. Okay, yes, sir. Please, your name and your opinion.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Aklando. I work for the government. Because I just want to ask, how sure are you that over 200 bodies, dead bodies, how sure are you that they are the protesters during the protesters? Like other states, they have unknown bodies at their mouth. So how sure that the 200 bodies mentioned by the state government are protesters?
Thank you so much. That's that it is the Lagos State government themselves that call them NSAS victims. It's not me. It's in their bulletin. It's not my statement. It is their letter. It's their memo. They said they are NSAS victims. But we are now asserting this question that they are not those NSAS victims. They were participants who were murdered by a joint military operation that started from 6:59 p.m. of 20th October and continued till 25th of October 2020. Don't forget that Tuesday, that 20th October was a Tuesday. As direct participant myself, I knew exactly what was transpiring at least at Ikeja barricade. They also came to Ikeja barricade and shot at the Ikeja barricade at the something. Because the jurisdiction of that tribunal did not cover mainland. That was why till today there is no judicial account of protesters who were shot, who were killed on the mainland. And don't forget, apart from the central barricade that the Lagos Assembly arcade at Kenya, there were a lot of barricades all over the states. Not only at Lekki Toge, there are still countless barricades up to Ibejuleki. The killing spray was still going on. But because of the magnitude of Lekki Toge and the fact that it had what do you call it, global coverage immediately, the media were there immediately and all that, and the magnitude of the population at that place, which became the epicenter of that uprising at the midnight of 11:59 p.m. of 19th of October. That was why the Lekki massacre became the only target. But we are now asserting in this press conference today that those dead bodies were bodies, as long as the government have already accepted that they are innocent, they are the bodies of those who were killed at different barricades across Lagos State in their at that time, and they should be examined by independent opiniologists who will determine their DNA, their personalities, and giving the living burial by family and their comrades who are still alive on this side of the barricades. Any other question?
Yes, follow up to, there were also assertions. My name is MohBad's from Adam MohBad's. Now, there were assertions that MohBad did not die. He was still alive at the time he was in the coffin. Now, according to some of the assertions made on the table, they said because of the fresh blood and they were neck to one side. Now, there are also other, other claims that have been earlier on to refute that, stating that he was weak to a prophet or something like that. And that was why in the first that was why his leg was treated to that. So is there no possibility that the assertion that Mohbad was still alive before he was buried in the coffin might be a big one?
Well, maybe I should speak first of the lawyer. Well, we think that any assertion itself needs to be investigated. As of today, the police have taken an official responsibility to say they are investigating. But we have said in this press conference that we not release. Who then can give us a scientific report? Then that's why we have called in this press conference for an independent pathologist, a consultant mobiliologist, to examine. A mobiliologist can scientifically give me a report that this was the time this person treated his last. Medical technology has advanced to that level. As a medical legal expert, I know that they can tell you the time a person dies, when he died, how he died, what last muscle, what muscle of his body terminated, and even the cause of death. Medical causes of death can be established. So we are not no longer in the world of the world when they say wishes of the other killed him, these are other killed him. Competent contemporary medical technology should be deployed to determine how Mohbad died.
Has the autopsy been, as in the result, hasn't been confirmed?
There's an autopsy report being backed around by the Nigerian police force. We
know that we know that when we want to conduct also autopsy for someone, like this chief of Wagner Group now, when he died, about 2 or 3 days, the autopsy came out straight that. Why is it taking long?
Autopsy has been conducted by a particular pathologist. Now, a pathologist, that was the report the police have been banding around. But we have reviewed that we do not trust the report of that pathologist employed by the police. There is need for the coroner, which is the special constituted to investigate the death of Mohbad, to appoint an independent pathologist. Now, let me use the case of that young boy that was killed in Human College. What's his name?
Omoroni,
the Sylvester Grant. Now, there was a pathologist that did a report. You can be a pathologist and be a pathologist. Now, to determine in the word of mercy, to determine a very independent final report, there is the international best practice of appointing an independent consultant mobiliologist. That is especially among pathology, they have some organization. That one, people that deal with dead bodies. So that was what the coroner in the case of Sylvester Omoroni did. After about, in fact, they did 4 autopsies. So we are now asking that an independent consultant mobiliology should be appointed by the court to do an independent report and let us have a credibility. So that's our play to this person.
Okay.
So, any other question? Like the answers of that, we say that the all right.
Thank you very much. Like we said at the beginning, this is a joint press conference. The Movement for Justice and the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights. In fact, as I said in my speech that the 11th of June 2022, here in this very hall, Committee for the Defense of Human Rights gave a posthumous award to Bamishi, and the reason we have stated that it was because of her courage, coming face to face with death, that she was able to send that message to her friend. Possibly by now, nobody would have known how she died, and the authority will come again to tell us some other forms of unbelievable stories. So as a result of that, we invited the family, and she was given a posthumous award of Woman of Courage, which has been presented to the family. And then, because of this collaboration, we recognize the effort of the lawyer to Bamishi's family as a confirmation that we are working together, so that what the immediate past chairman of CDHR said, that there are some activists who may want to come and defend this. We are together in this struggle. with CDHR and Movement for Justice. And that was why we want to give this honor to the lawyer of the Bamiche family to confirm the fact that as long as this matter is of Bamiche State, NSAS, and all forms of injustices, we are totally against it. Like our leader in the human rights cycle, Chief Ganigba used to say, he used to tell us, say, stand! That was his millennium message to the whole world. Just before he passed on, he said this, and I quote, stand for what is right, even if you are standing alone. That was the Ganigba for you. So in the light of that, I think that's what any other person will say. We are together in this struggle. There must be justice. Because as it is often said, they say injustice everywhere amounts to justice nowhere. So in the light of this, it is my pleasure to call on the immediate past state chairman of CDHR, Comrade Alex Omotense. Yes, to come and do this presentation to Barrister Adelumi.
By surprise.
So, Committee for the Defense of Human Rights Lagos State Branch, for the Kiri Jones Avenue. Oh, yeah, I want to read it. Thank you. So let me hand it over to you. And then
surprise of the millennium.
Let the state just go.
From the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, Lagos State Branch, this certificate of recognition as a Comrade Ayo Adeluyi, as the legal advisor to the late MohBad's family. This award is given to you to share that Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, CDHR Lagos Branch, recognize your activities and your intervention. God Almighty.
Thank you.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Mama is solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our right. Victory, there is victory for us. Victory, there is victory for us. In the struggle for Africa, there is victory for us. Backward never. In the struggle for Africa, there is victory.
Isoleto, Africa,
Isoleto,
Aluta,
Continua,
Victoria,
Asata.
Greatest Nigerian people.
Great.
Greatest and the greatest Nigerian people.
Great.
Greatest Gogo. Greatest Baba. Greatest Bibi. Greatest Shiwo. Greatest Miwo. Greatest Lawo. Greatest Nigerian people.
Koiki Media bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Today being the 19th of October 2023, live at the CDHR office, national office in Lagos State, Atikeja, Lagos State. Koiki Media bringing the world closer to your doorstep. The movement for justice for the oppressed. On the case of Bamiche the singer Oluwademeji Aloba, MohBad, and the victims of the NSAS. Tomorrow is the NSAS remembrance, and what we had now is that the soldiers have been stationed again to the Lekki toll gates again to monitor the we can't say to massacre again, but to monitor the situation tomorrow, the upcoming situation tomorrow. So the soldiers have been stationed there too, but we don't know the fate of the protesters that are going to be storming there to remember the comrades who fell on the battle line on October 20, 2020, 3 years ago now. So Quake Media bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Thank you very much.